David, just gonna ask you a few questions about Veterans Day.
Right.
Did you serve in the
Just the
military?
naval reserve.
You reserves? What year?
54, 55.
And can you tell us a little bit about what it was like when you served?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Interesting. Were you married when you were serving?
Just got married.
You just got married?
Right.
At that time, was your wife working, or was...
No, she was having babies.
Yeah. Okay. What does Veterans Day mean to you?
Well, I work at the Elks every Veterans Day for cooking for the 300 people.
Very-
Veterans.
Yeah, that's very nice. It's important to do
That's
things
at the Elks.
at the Elks.
Yeah, Smithfield Elks.
Would you like to just say? Would you like to say a quick thank you to the veterans?
What?
Would you like to just say a quick thank you to all our veterans who have served?
Sure.
Go right ahead.
All right, you veteran, you take it easy. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Look. Can you tell me your name and the years you served and the branch that you were in?
Yeah, what was war? What was World War II? What year? What?
1940.
What was your? First, we'll start with your name.
Scungio Joseph,
Okay. And the branch,
infantry.
and for the army, and you the years,
Huh?
the years that you served.
Oh, 4 years.
Do you remember what years they were?
What was the
42 to 43 or something. I don't know.
40? Yeah, it was 42
I know I was in high school. There was still fighting.
to what's the next one? 42.
It ended in 44.
I can't remember.
He's an old
No,
guy.
I served 4 years in 4 years in the
What was it like while you were at?
hell.
Were you married at the time, or
No, I didn't have a girl. I know the girl worse. I didn't. What is the truth?
did you write letters to your mother?
Oh yeah, no, my mother. Yeah, that's all I had. All I had was a mother. You guys are lucky. You got 4 kids, a husband, and
They said
you got a mother and father. Oh, it's the truth.
Well, Joe, what was it? Did you have a lot of friends there? Like, did you make friends that you?
Oh, yeah, in
kept
the service, yeah, of course. That's why I'm a good guy.
he drank with them, whatever. How many said, I don't know.
What does Veterans Day mean to you, Joe?
They all salute you. Right?
It's the truth.
Would you like to say thank you to our veterans?
You want me to say what to my what?
Would you like to say thank you to all the veterans?
No.
I did most of the work. Of course, I want to say thanks to them guys.
Joe.
Thank you for your service. Okay, Ed. You can tell us your name, branch, years you served.
Edwin Couch, Branch Army, served 67 to 70. Served a year in Thailand, which is pretty nice. Worked a lot. Dusk to dawn. Dawn to dusk. Got up early in the morning, closed Sunday. Worked on the road. Built an asphalt road through the jungle. Mountain part. Civilians would build it like in the rice bag. And the army had to go through the jungle where it was mountainous. We had to build like a 10-20 mile stretch from one side to the other. With a couple bridges. Oh, it was fun. Worked on the asphalt paver.
What made you join?
Well,
What was that?
Vietnam was going on. That's why I joined.
Yeah. So you joined because of the war?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Well, thank you for your service. Thank you.
They only served 3 years. A lot of guys been there like 15, 20. They really deserve all the credit. The ones that are disabled, those are the ones who deserve all credit. All the guys missing arms and legs, stuff like that. They're all they're very true here. So they really paid for it.
So what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Nothing about disabled veterans, I think.
Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty then.
Hospital system treated them well, and VA is. Doing some better education.
Alrighty then. Thank you.
Things like that there.
Hi, veterans. Thank you so much for your service. We live in a free country today because of you. We appreciate all your risking your life for us. Girls?
Thank you for your hard work, and thank you very much for all the good service that you did all these many years. Thank you very much.
And we are happy that you came home safe.
All right. So, were you married to your husband when he served?
No,
But you were dating him.
yeah.
Yeah. So did you write letters when he was away?
Pardon?
Did you write letters to him when he was
Oh,
away? Yeah.
We kept in touch. More me than him.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
because they were busy and
Sometimes they don't have
and he
time.
didn't like to write, so I kept going with him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, writing. We had a good relationship.
Oh, that's
We had
good.
4 children.
Really?
Yeah, 2 girls and 2 boys.
Oh.
My daughter is an artist. My daughter's a school teacher. My son worked for, oh God, the big company that just went out.
Okay.
And my other son, he's working now at the, I don't know, like an insurance place or something.
Okay.
They're all good to me. My grandkids, I got 7 grandchildren.
Yeah. So, when your husband was away, he was your boyfriend at that time.
Yes,
Oh, alrighty. So, were you working at that time of the war?
was I working? I was a milliner. I had a millinery shop,
Really?
but I had to give it up when the boys came home.
Oh, yeah.
My brothers, 4 brothers. And my mother was in the mental institution.
Oh, okay.
Very bad.
Oh. So when your husband came back,
I
how
didn't
was
have a
that?
good life, but I had a good life with my family.
Oh, that's good.
So my mother was sick. My father was very good. He was healthy and all that. But he didn't stay with us. He had to go. Passed away, but he was very good to me.
Oh, yeah?
And I took care of my 3 brothers and my father and my husband. We were in the same house. He moved in when I couldn't leave.
Oh, yeah.
I had to be. Either that or I was a milliner and I had to give it up. I was heartbroken.
Oh,
Downtown, across from the Gladdings. Do you know? Are you part of it? No, not downtown. Gladdings.
okay.
Yeah, and I was across the way in the Letterer building.
Wow.
Everybody knew that building. I had a hat shop there.
Really? Wow.
But my father, when the boys came home, my father said, "You can't do this." So I only was in the business 2 years, and I had to shut down.
Oh. How long did your husband serve for?
My husband served for about 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
What, do you know what branch he served?
He was just a regular soldier in Panama.
Oh, in Panama. Okay. Wow.
Bye-bye. She's so cute.
But in Panama, your husband served in Panama.
Pardon?
Your husband served in Panama.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he served in Panama.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, how long after did you get married when he came back?
Oh, we about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay. So quite some time.
We had a nice wedding.
Yeah. Oh. So what does Veterans Day mean to
But
you?
then I had to move in with my father and 3 brothers.
Oh, okay.
I never had a life.
And you said your brother-in-law served as well?
Pardon?
Your brother-in-laws, they served as well?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know what branches they were?
The,
What branches they served?
the regular, they were soldiers.
They were soldiers. They served in the army.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
army. My husband joined. My husband went to Panama.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Pardon?
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
Well, all the suffering we had to go through. For they had to be away from us.
Yeah.
We didn't know whether they were coming back or not.
Yeah.
He was stationed in Panama for a while. And it was rough.
Yeah.
You never knew if they were going to come back. But it did. He came back, and then we got married. But when I got married, I had to go home to my father and my 3 brothers.
Wow.
We lived together.
Wow.
Yeah. Then they got married. They left one at a time. They didn't stay very long, about a
Yeah.
year or 2. I didn't suffer. They were very good to me.
Oh, that's good. I'm
My
glad.
brother. My father, I took care of my father till the very end. My mother was in an institution, mentally sick.
Wow. Would you like to
I
maybe
had-
thank the veterans for their service? Would you like to thank any men that were in the service?
I thank them all.
Yeah.
They all did their job.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you, Lydia.
Now you're going to
So
put that
your
in.
husband served. Did you know him when he served?
No,
No, you weren't married to him yet?
no.
Okay. What do you remember about the war?
What do I remember? I don't know.
How was it? Did you know any more family members who served?
It's my brother.
Yeah, your brother.
Uh-huh.
How was home like when he served?
What was his home like?
Yeah, what was your home like when he went away and served?
What was my home?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like, he wasn't home. He went away to the war. How was, how did everyone react to it? How different was, how different was your home when he wasn't there?
Well, we missed him very much. He went to service. He was going into, I guess it was last year, high school,
Okay.
and he was drafted. So that had to be like 18.
Yeah.
And so he was gone, and then right after that I was married, so I left home, and my mother was very, very upset the fact that the 2 of us were gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you all write letters to him?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. How was it like when the first time you saw him when he came back?
Oh, that's been so long ago I can't remember that.
Oh, alrighty. What does Veterans Day mean to you?
Oh, it means a great deal because of my husband serving and my brother serving.
Yeah.
And they both saw active duty.
Yeah. Do you know what branches they served?
My husband served in communications,
Okay.
and my brother, he drove a truck. What do they call? Well, I can't think.
That's okay.
Well, he was under, he had soldiers in the truck and he was under enemy fire. I know they had to go over this road around a mountain like. And he had other soldiers in his truck.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember. But I do remember.
Oh, that's okay. Were you were young at that time, so you weren't working, right?
What?
You were not working, right, at that time because you were young. No. Oh, alrighty then. Do you want to say thank you to the veterans that served, or the men in the service?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Everyone deserves everything they can possibly be given.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much.
Military, thank you for your service.
At an early age, as a veteran.
Oh, okay. Were you married to him when he served? Were you married to him when he served?
When he first went in the service, no.
No.
Then I got married. Then we got married.
Oh, okay.
But he was only a young man, 19 years old, or something like that. Yeah, he was young.
Do you know how old he was? Do you remember how old he was?
He was not, I don't know if he was 19 when he went in the service.
Wow.
He was young.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got married to him?
I was 19.
You were 19? Oh, how old was he? How old was he when you got married to him?
How was the what?
How old was he when you got married to him?
Only a couple of years older than me, about 21, I think.
Oh, okay.
So,
So how long did he serve? How many years did he serve?
did he serve?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember how long he was in. But he was only a young man when he went in.
Oh, okay.
It was a few years before he came out.
Did you have any other family members that served?
Not that, well, my son-in-law, my son-in-law? An in-law of mine served.
Oh.
Can't remember which one. Yeah.
So you didn't know your husband then, so you two weren't writing letters, right?
Huh?
You didn't know your husband when he served, so you weren't writing letters to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So can you tell me maybe what Veterans Day means to you?
What Veterans Day means that the government took our young men from their homes and put them in the service to serve
Yeah.
at an early age, 19 years old, say.
Wow.
And some of them were in the front. The battles that were going on, right in the front line.
Yeah.
And they were only young men.
Wow.
And, they had a whole life ahead of them. But they served. So I don't know what else to say.
Do you want to thank the young men now for their service?
Huh?
Do you want to thank the young men for their service?
What do I want to do?
Would you like to thank the young men for their service?
What I'd like to what?
Would you like to thank the young men for their service?
I didn't know that word that you said.
Would you like to thank them for for their service?
Would I like to what?
Thank them. Say thank you. Like to say thank you to them for all that they've done, right?
Oh, they're no longer alive. The ones that served that I know. They were young men when they went in. But
That's okay. You can still say thank you to
Yeah.
them, right?
so that's all I can say.
Yeah. Alrighty, Marie. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
All right. So, can you tell me your name, branch, and years you served?
okay. My name is Michael Pearson, and I was in the United States Navy, Naval Intelligence, and I served for 6 years in South America.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, do you want to talk about the time when you served, about your daughter?
Oh, yeah, I served, it was during the Vietnam War, and because we were in naval intelligence, we stayed mostly here in the Americas. They kept us in the Americas. And I was stationed at Coco Solo Air Base in a little town called Margarita in Panama. And my wife was there with me. And my oldest daughter, Gina, she was born in Panama. And she's now 42, but when she was 18, she had to declare what country she wanted to be a resident of. And she picked U.S., of course. Okay.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yes. Yep.
So, well, your wife was with you, so she didn't have to write letters to you because she was with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the first month when I went down there, and then, and it was at Christmas time when I went down there. So,
Oh, really?
yes, it was right the week before Christmas when we were deployed to go to South America.
Wow.
So, and it was our first year, our first Christmas, not being married, and but she stayed here. She was here in Pocasset with her family. And then after the New Year, she came down.
Oh. So, can you tell me what Veterans Day means to you?
Well, it means to be honoring all veterans, all the men and women who served in every single war. And it's a great holiday. It's a nice day to reflect and to pray for those that are in places where, they really, really, really would be in harm's way. And that's what it's a day to remember everything about this country.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome
Thank you for your
so
service as well.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay.
So did your husband served, right?
Yes, in the Army.
In the Army?
Yeah.
What years did he serve?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? That's all right.
Yeah.
Did you guys write to each other?
No, I didn't know him then.
Oh, I see.
I met him in, I was about 25. So it was not puppy love. So we used to go dancing in Rhodes on the Pocasset, and he was a very good dancer. I enjoyed dancing. And we used to go like twice a week dancing. That was the thing then. None of this other stuff. The fellas were very respectful.
Yeah.
Very, very. Yeah, they always called each other miss. They were very nice. And it was very gentlemanly, like, Then we got married in 55. My firstborn was in 57. And had 3 others afterwards. And we had it was a very good life together.
Yeah.
And then he got sick. And that was the end of it.
Oh.
It was happy years, though.
Yeah.
That's what I got that.
What do you remember about the war?
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was scary. And it's kind of sad to see all the fellas leave, see everybody leave. My brothers served too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, they all served. And it was funny, my husband's brother, he met him out in Japan, and he was in a different unit. Isn't it funny how things happen?
I know.
And, he got home, that was good.
So, how long after did you meet your husband? After the war?
After how long?
How long was it after the war that you met your husband?
Oh, the war was about 10 years, 5 years.
Oh, I see. And what about your brother? So,
My brother had one in the Army, one in the Navy, one in the Marines.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They covered the whole territory.
So how was your family at that time?
I had
without your
9
brothers?
children. We were one of 9.
Really?
You're good.
How was it like without your brothers?
Oh, they were all educated.
Okay.
One was a dentist.
Really?
Another, they ran businesses. They had liquor business that they ran, which my dad had started. And it was very interesting. The late nights with them delivering, it isn't like today. They close at 9 o'clock, you know. It was different then. They did home deliveries.
Yeah.
It was like, there's a lot of work on it.
So what does Veterans Day mean to you?
I think about, when I go to the cemetery, there's all the flags, they put them up for all the veterans.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful job.
Yeah.
And it's
Is this your signing sample?
very nice time to remember them, you know?
Yeah. All right. Do you want to say thank you
Thank you.
for all the service? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All righty. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes. Thank you too.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you for your service.
What's that?
They don't treat a woman.
So, Jackie, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Parades.
Parade?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Do you know anyone who served?
My 2 brothers, one was in the Navy, one was in the Army.
How old were you when they served?
They're older than me. I don't know how old. Maybe 20s or something. I don't know. I forgot. That's a long time ago. I'm 89 now. What do you want from me? Gee whiz.
Did you write letters? Do you remember writing letters or anything?
No, no. I wasn't that close to them.
No.
They were older than me,
Older.
so yeah.
And your husband, you said, served?
Yeah, he was in World War II, God bless him. He was in the, forgot what he was in. The Army, I think. Yeah, I think.
But you weren't dating him at the time?
I didn't know him.
No.
He was a widow when I met him. Yeah. He's told me I made him very happy.
I didn't have no girls. I was too young.
What was it like here when, like, during the war? Like, back home, what was it like?
Nothing, just parades and whatnot, you know. I remember one year my brother came back. He was in the Navy, and he had me on his arm and his first wife on it, not his future wife on his arm. And he said, all these Navy guys are looking at him because he's got 2 girls. I don't have any. That was in Fall River. I was born in Fall River.
In Fall River?
Yeah. With all the Portuguese people. I'm Swedish and Irish, that's why I left. What am I saying?
Would you like to say thank you to our veterans who served?
No, I was too young.
No, now. Would you like to say thank you?
Oh yeah, keep up the good work or whatever. Really.
But well, not while I was going without one. After I got married to him, came out. Excuse me.
Oh, so when he was in the Army, you weren't married?
I wasn't married to him.
Were you dating him, or?
Yeah, I was dating him.
Did you send letters? Did you send letters to each other? Or?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a phlegm in my throat. I can't get it.
How many years did he serve?
Served about 5 years. Then he worked 30 years for the government. So served 35 years with the government.
Wow. Wow. No, you were married when he came home. Is that right? Was it quickly? Like, did you get married?
No, we went out a couple of years.
Yeah. And what was it like here at home while he was away?
Which I missed him.
Yeah. Did you work during that time?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah.
I worked for the government, mine safety.
Really?
Management.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. on Circle T. How long were you married for, Laura?
64 years.
64 years. Wow. That's nice. What does Veterans Day mean, like, to you? Like, when you hear Veterans Day, does it have any?
Well, good memories when he was in service.
Yeah. Did you know anyone else that served? Any family members?
His brother was in too, one of his brothers. Two of his brothers, yeah.
Were they in at the same time?
No.
No. Okay. Would you like to say thank you to our veterans?
Huh?
Would you like to say thank you to our veterans who served?
Yep, thank you, veteran.
Because my son applied for VA benefits for him, and they haven't heard anything. They take forever, paperwork.
Yeah.
But my son was born 71. He must have been 86, 87. He was in the Desert Storm.
Desert Storm. Now, what was like that? What was that like for you while he was away?
Oh, we started talking on the phone. We used to call him, and then he would have to say over, and then we would talk and say over, and then he would talk. The phone bill was astronomical, but it was worth it.
Right, right. Now, you had one son who served?
Yes.
Is he your oldest son or?
The youngest one.
Your youngest. Was he married at the time?
No.
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 Did he have a girlfriend here or anyone?
I don't believe so. I remember someone as a teacher at, I forget what school, and they wrote him letters too.
Oh, nice.
You know, and the boys especially wanted to know if he ever killed anybody. But he used to, I think, at one time do it was the prisoners. And if we sent food, we had to send enough for everyone.
Wow.
Which we did.
Right, right. And how long was he there for?
Oh, close to over a year he was there.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Matter of fact, when I think one place he went to in Saudi Arabia, they were bombed the day before he went.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That must have been very hard on you
Oh,
as a
yeah.
mom.
You worry about everything. I couldn't wait till he came home.
No, when he was gone a year. Did he come home at all in between that time? Or?
No.
No.
No. No. When he came home, everyone met the buses with the flags and everything.
That must have been nice for them to see that.
Oh, yeah. And my sister, I said, don't look me. She cried. I said, I don't want to look you because then I will too. But
that's a great feeling when he comes home.
oh yeah, especially being over there, and you can't do anything but wait.
Right. At least you were able to talk on the phone.
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah. But remember to say over.
Right.
And then he would hear and he would talk. But it's funny, even being so far away, talk on the phone, it's like it was next door.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, different from other wars, and you know where they would just write letters and you'd have to
Oh,
wait
yeah.
to get the letter in the mail.
I think when my husband was in, then when his father died, he went in the Guards, the National Guards.
Was your husband in the Army or the Marines?
Army.
Army. And your son?
He was in the Army.
Army also?
Yeah, he was an MP. 119. Forget that.
Yeah, you never forget that, right? Maureen, would you, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Oh, I always remember him being in the service.
Yeah. Would you like to say thank you to all the veterans?
Oh, yes. Matter of fact, I went with UCT to the veterans home when they played bingo.
Oh,
And you had to help them.
Oh, nice.
You know, that was nice.
Very nice. It's good to be able to,
Yeah.
you know, give back.
I think it's a veterans home in Bristol
Very
that
nice.
we went to. Yeah, it was nice.
Right.
It was a nice time.
Well, Maureen, thank you very much.
Give back to the veterans.
Right.
Before I met my husband, he was in World War II on the ship USS Currituck. And he used to describe just a little about the war. He didn't like to talk about it much. But they were attacked by the Japanese on their ships quite often. And then he was stationed in the Philippines in different areas. And that was all I know about it.
What does Veterans Day mean to you personally?
I want to thank all the veterans, especially those, well, all of them, but the ones in Vietnam who got a very poor reception when they first came. And I guess it's never too late, but I wish they had been welcomed when they first came out of the war.
Yeah, that's true. They're the only ones. That's true. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, Joe, what branch of the service were you in?
Air Force.
Air Force. What years were you in the Air Force?
Say it again?
What years were you in the Air Force?
1950 to 1953.
What was your job while in?
I worked in a hospital
Okay.
in England.
England? What, like, were you a doctor, a medic, or what were you? Like,
No.
what did you do?
The third class, like a corporal.
You were a corporal, okay. Alrighty. Are you? How do I say it? Like, if you could go back and do it all over again, would you? Was it worth the time you spent?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. You believed in what you were doing.
Yeah.
There was no question in it. Alrighty. Could you give me maybe any brief memories, anything that sticks to your mind, anything particular that you remember about your time in?
I was there the year of the coronation when Queen Elizabeth was coronated.
Oh, okay. So that must have been a celebration in England, right? Yeah. Alrighty. What else? Any? Were you stationed anywhere else besides England, or was that where you were your entire service?
Say that again?
Were you in England your entire service, or did you move around at all? Did you move around?
No, I was in this country for 6 months.
Okay.
And then after that, I spent a little over 3 years in England.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, Joe.
3, 2.
Thank you for your service.
What branch did you serve in during your time?
I was in the Army.
You were in the Army. What years were you in the Army?
1940, let me think. 1943 to 1946.
Okay. Were you
First World War? I mean,
Second World War. You were in World War II. Did you serve in combat?
Yes, I was in 3 battles.
Oh wow. Were you in Europe? Were you in the Pacific?
I was in Asia, China, Burma, India.
Oh, okay. Wow. What was your job in the Army? What were you assigned to do?
I was a combat engineer.
All right.
I did everything. I fought and I built bridges and I did everything else that a combat engineer does.
All right. So they're the guys with the infantry right up there on the front. Okay. What would you say about, like, how did your service change you? I mean, we were in World War II, we were in a war that we were, many say we had to fight. There was no other way. Are you definitely proud of your service? Like, would you go back and do it again if you had to?
Well, I enlisted to begin with, so
Okay.
I knew what I was getting into.
Right.
I had some good times and bad times in the service, but I enjoyed it. And if I had to fight again, yes, I would go back.
Hmm. So you believed in what you were doing. There was no question.
No.
No. Okay. What's your? Let me think about a question. What else could I ask you? When you served, like the guys, your generation of soldier versus the generation now, do you personally see any changes, or do you think we're still making the same troop as we were in your time?
Well, I think the new people are still anxious to fight if they had to.
Mhm.
So I think that hasn't changed very much.
Right. Okay, so I mean, everybody, when they sign up and their job is to fight, there is partially that drive to fight because that's your job, right? Is that what you mean? Yeah, there's that will. Okay. When you were in the service, were you married? Did you have a girlfriend? Anything?
No, I wasn't married. I didn't have a girlfriend.
Okay.
I was 18 years old when I went in.
Gotcha. So you were just a young man. You're basically my age. I was just you were just a year younger than me already. Alrighty. Well, where did you say you served again? Oh, you were in Burma, China,
In India.
in India.
I was out there 2 years.
Okay. What was your? Did you fight alongside the Chinese troops? Against the Japanese?
Yes, well, we had the British troops with us too.
Okay.
The British and with the Chinese too.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Did what were your opinions on that part of the world? Like, how did you how was the differences in culture and like how was it in those areas?
Well, it was a very desolate place. It was all jungles.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very, how should I say, unique as far as getting to know how it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different world.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, over here in the States, we don't have jungles, so I'm sure that was quite different, right? I mean, we have woods. We don't have jungles here, right? So yeah. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate your time and thank you for your service.
One.
Thank you for your service. Alrighty. What was your rank during your service?
Private first class.
And what branch of the service were you in?
Triple in the aircraft.
You were in aircraft? So were you in the Army?
Do you want this?
Yeah, sure. Show it. So you were in the 461st Anti-Aircraft Battalion. Alrighty. Were you stationed in Europe?
Stationed, Germany.
In Germany?
Well, I was.
You were everywhere, though, right?
I was in Germany from January 43. I come home probably December 45.
Okay. So you were in World War II, correct?
Huh?
You were in World War II, correct?
World War II, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I was in Paris and when the Japanese War was over.
Okay. Were you in, I remember you telling me you were in Battle of the Bulge, right?
Right.
Right?
I was on Omaha Beach.
You were on Omaha Beach? And that was during the D-Day invasion, correct?
D-Day, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in landing craft that came from England to the Battle of the Boats.
Okay.
I mean, the landing craft.
The landing. Okay. Your times in the service, would you go back and do it all over again? Did you enjoy your time serving your country?
Please?
If you could go back and serve again, would you do it? Like, did you like serving your country?
No.
No? You wouldn't go back?
I wouldn't go back under the circumstances if there was a war.
Right, but not even just in terms of the service and the bond you form with your friends. I mean, did you miss that coming home? Like, would you want to go back for that sake? Not even necessarily the war. No,
No
you had
way.
no. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you.
One.
Thank you for your service.
In this video, George is going to talk about his wife's Jean's military service. So, George, what branch of the service did your wife serve in?
Navy.
The Navy. What years was she in the Navy?
I really can't remember, but it was the first New England branch of Waves that they had gathered together, and they were shipped down to Boston to take their oath on the Constitution.
All right.
And from there they departed and they went to, I think it was Beth, Maryland for basic. And then she was stationed in Washington, D.C. She had very high security clearance, and she was like a secretary to an admiral.
Oh, wow.
And she stayed there for 2 years, and then that was it.
Now the Waves, the Navy Waves, that was
the first branch of Waves they had from New England.
and that was like the first group, the Waves. They were like the group
right
within the Navy that first allowed women in the service, correct?
Right.
Okay. All right. Did you meet your wife while the both of you were in the service?
No.
No, it was after?
Yeah.
Okay. How would what would you say, like, what's her opinion about her service? Like, you know, would she go back and do it? Did she enjoy it?
I guess she would go back and do it again.
Yeah.
She enjoyed working in Washington, D.C.
It was definitely something that she valued in her life, you would say. You know,
Right.
something that she liked to do.
Yeah, it was very interesting, you
Yeah.
know, all this top secret and everything. And
Right. And that was, I'm sure that was the times during the Cold War, so
yes,
you know, the threat was high and intelligence was extra important in those days, right?
That's right.
That's right. Alrighty. Well, thank you for your time again, George.
Okay.
Alrighty.